Welcome back to Valkyrie Profile. And join me as we continue checking out this. I already love this dungeon visual and the music. Oh, the music's doing it for me, man. Oh! I wish the dungeon music persisted.
My noble Einherjar.
It's okay.
I'm afraid I will not be able to save you.
Really? I mean, you're gonna one-shot these guys. Boom. Good job. I could see why she
Served me well, my Einherjar.
she sealed herself away. She is a powerful sorcerer. That's not much XP though. Oh, whatever. Oh, you know what? Okay, she does have the abrasive, so there's no E. Oh, how nice. I have the feeling the flame jewels are going to be important, but why they're important, I don't know. Well, and the feeling is just because Freya said so.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Quickly, let's take these dudes out.
This will be child's play.
Armgrim's correct.
Mystic Cross.
We got a little treasurino. I'll take it. After this, I'm gonna shut up a bit just so that we can hear the music. Long flail. Okay, we'll check that out. Oh, okay, we're good. Man. Music's awesome, man. I can't stress it enough. It totally like to the front, It totally changes the feel of this place, you know? Wow. This is dead end? Okay. Probably something's gonna be in there later. Let's check out that room, the other path we saw at the beginning. This room in particular is awesome. Like the color, the color of the stairs, like the sort of the dark, you know, dark red wine color of the runner, and the railings being illuminated from the light outside. And look at that! In this dark part, this section, the railings are not as illuminated. That's a really good amount of. That's a great amount of detail that's going into all this. It's really impressive. And you know what's funny? I saw some, oh gosh, some game developer. I couldn't tell you who it was. I just don't remember. But he was commenting on how, you know, the sort of the PS1 style games are sort of in right now, right? When it comes to like indie games, we're kind of seeing a bunch of those. And I have my own thoughts on that. But he said that, wow, beautiful. He said that it's funny that people like these, oh. Can we do something with the statue? Well, he basically said, like, it's funny that people nowadays like those visual quirks of that era of games, because at the time, he says, like, we detested those things, because those were, like, oh, sorry. Those are pretty, like, severe limitations, you know? And I get that, but... And he's right too, you know, I understand, but I think he, you know, they should try to understand that less is more, you know, and that's the reason why it's so appealing. That's all it is. Like the lower resolution is just, it just straight up leaves more up to your imagination. And not even, and that's not to mention that, like, there is amazing artistry behind these old games still. And despite the limitations, they still look great. As for my thoughts on sort of these PS1 indie games, you know, I'm sort of 50-50 on them, because I think, you know, I think it's kind of neat that that's kind of making a comeback these days. Okay, that's nice. But people have to understand that it's not just the visual style that makes these games good. Okay, and that's, don't get me wrong, it's a big part of it, but you're still, like, you know, like, turning down the texture resolution of your assets is not, that's not the end all be all. Like, the game still has to have artistry.
This won't be easy.
And what I just call swag. You know what I mean? Like, these games had a swag about them. And that's the best way I can put it. I guess, actually, no. The better word is probably... Nice! The last... That's sick. Oh, nice. The last attack pulled through. That's really cool. But,
I stake everything on this.
yeah, you got this, Lover.
Finishing strike.
They had a swagger about them, and I guess what I mean by that is they had an uncompromising vision. Even though these games probably, you know, I'm sure developers made plenty of compromises along the way. But even then, it's like the what you see what they're like aiming for, and it's, oh, oops, it's just awesome.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Eesh. Ouchie. Okay, nice. Very nice. And also, when you make games in this style, you're also running this risk of,
Mystic Cross.
I think, making something that's just too derivative. And, you know, people should be taking great caution to avoid that. Because, well, you know, like, it's good that you're inspired by other video games, but you gotta put yourself in, like...
Is everyone alright?
Let me put it like this, right? Back during this era, the people who made video games did not have a, they weren't inspired by video games, you know? Like, as much, at least. And people are just gonna say, well, actually, like, someone in 1996 said that it inspired from a game in 1995. That's not what I mean. I'm telling you, like, these people back then, they really had, like, software, computer software, like, engineering backgrounds. a lot of them. You know, like, didn't Gabe Newell, he used to work for like Microsoft, or, and then FromSoft used to make like proprietary software for businesses, right? They didn't make games.
Noble Einherjar.
So they had a life in the background outside of games, which people today don't. Like, people today, they make games, they make these games because they're inspired by other games and they want to make more of the stuff they like, which is not wrong in and of itself, but you have to have more than that going on, you know? And also part of that, I think, is just being a well-rounded person. Like, you have to be, literature goes a long way, I think, in getting that, like, real inspiration. Literature, history, the oh, okay, he's doing that thing. All right. Let's get him.
I stake everything on this single blow. Finishing strike. Justice stream. Are you still alive?
Like,
It shall be engraved upon your soul.
whenever
Divine assault.
it just feels like games are being inspired by other games, anime is being inspired by other anime, like that kind. There's like this feedback loop, and I don't think it's always a good thing. And we need to be very careful. If you're a creative type of guy, you need to be very careful that you're not creating something that's just utterly derivative. And I've seen projects that are that way, unfortunately, you know? Like, for example, there's this one indie game, and I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's like a perfectly fine game, but it's very, very obviously like just like this guy's version of Parasite Eve. And it's like, and it's a shame because you see through it immediately, and you shouldn't be able to do that with a game, because a game should be something that pulls you really in, you know? It's supposed to be super immersive, pulls you into this world.
Be vigilant, my friends.
But when you're like, oh, this is just Parasite Eve, or this is just Diddy Kong Racing, or whatever, you know, like, you take your pick, it just kills half the magic, I think. And maybe people don't realize it, but I think it's one of those things where you didn't notice it, but your brain did.
Final blast.
And if you think that's stupid, I'm sorry. I wholeheartedly disagree with you, and I think you're wrong. But that's life. You're never gonna get everyone to see your way 100% of the time.
Did you think you could defeat me?
And I'm sure there's a little more nuance than what I described, but those are my general thoughts. Alright, let's... Ghoul powder. And you know what else happens when you, in my opinion, when you are inspired by, you know, things that are not games? Or things, you know, when you're not in this, you know, loop of this inspiration loop, as whatever, I don't know what the best way to call it is, but this phenomenon I described, where you're just, you know, you're inspired by stuff that came out, and you just end up recreating stuff that you like. What ends up happening is there's a much better chance that your game or your project or whatever, this applies to more than just gaming, like any artistic endeavor. There's a better chance that your project is actually going to have some staying power, you know? Like, okay, to be fair, I don't really see people talk about Valkyrie Profile much. But dang, this game, even though I don't think this is my favorite game or whatever, it's still like... And I don't even think it's perfect. I think it's actually kind of flawed, but in a way that's not, you know, playing the game isn't miserable. You know, the flaws don't make the game miserable to play at all. I still think it's a very good game. But this game's gonna be on my mind for a while, man. It's gonna have that staying power. like, I'll be thinking about this background art, the sort of early CG look that these backgrounds have, the amazing, incredible, like artwork, character designs, and of course I've spoken at length at this point, but the animations, it's just so good. Even if I wasn't using the CRT filter to, you know, enhance, quote-unquote, enhance the look a bit, I'm sure it would still hold up just fine. Let's check this room first. Also, this dungeon's a bit more empty than I figured. I figured it would be more... Oh. What's going on here? Can I go up there? That's a really cool, like, little staircase in the background, kind of adds a decent bit. Excuse me. I'm thinking maybe one of these doors is a dead end, so I want to check those first. You know what? Another example of staying power? Resident Evil. And,
My noble Einherjar.
Ha! This will be child's play.
when you traverse through different, because you know, you saw how that door took a bit to open. Well, you know how in Resident Evil, when you walk into a different room, it plays this animation where you walk through the door, like, that's like memorable, man. I don't even know what the inspiration for that could have been, but darn if it isn't cool and memorable and exciting. Because it's like kind of a there's got to be some kind of like psychological effect to it, where it's like you're kind of thrust into the darkness of whatever's, you know, whatever's over there. Like being pushed into a dark room. It's cool. It's a cool effect for sure.
That was too easy.
And that didn't, whoever came up with that didn't come up with it because he saw it in another game, you know? Maybe he saw it in a movie, but yeah. It's just everything felt, I don't want to just blindly say
To my side, my
old good, new bad, but
This will be child's play.
it's really getting harder and harder for me to deny that the average quality of things 20, 30 years ago was just noticeably higher than it is now. And it's not to say that there weren't bad games or bad movies, not at all. But, like I said, the average quality, average. Oh dang, we really beat up that guy. It was just a bit better.
Such abominations cannot be allowed to exist.
I also think that this whole, like, 6-year dev cycle we have with AAA games, that's gotta end. I mean, even when it produces good games, it just doesn't feel worth it.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
No quarter.
Monstrous vermin. Oh my gosh, excuse me.
Lightning bolt!
Sorry for the snifflums. Okay, we got him. I should have healed that turn, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll heal when we level up. Or something like that.
Such abominations cannot be allowed.
Oh, there you go. We did get a level up. How nice. Oh, big guy. Like I'm afraid of you.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
We have nothing but to fight.
Oh, you know what? That gave me an idea.
Stick cross!
That gave me kind of a decent idea, actually. I'll, at the end of this playthrough, I'll do a sure.
You shall be engraved
Take him out.
with your soul.
I'll do a dungeon tier list for this game. That could be fun.
Return from whence you came.
Okay, well, we did get a heal.
I stake
Oh boy.
everything on this single blow.
Can he do it?
Finishing
Can Wonder Boy do it?
justice. I'm not strong enough.
Yeah, so with this game, it's flawed, but dang if it isn't memorable, you know? And today feels like there are games that come out.
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike.
How do I put it? You have like a. Okay, I'm not gonna communicate this well at all because I really can't think of the right terms to use, but think of like big budget Sony AAA games, right? And how they feel, well, they don't feel, but they seem perfect in a sense, right? Like all the edges are rounded and everything's polished to a mere sheen, but the games are just not interesting or not fun or memorable. Like it's gosh, I gotta word this carefully because I really don't want this to be misinterpreted. I'm not saying that games should have inherent jank, but I think it can be a benefit for a game to have a bit of grit and a bit of edge to its overall like design, you know? Is this a way forward? This is a way forward. Did we go this way before? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Alright, we'll go here, back to the big stairs. It can be, yeah, like, for example, and maybe not the best example of this, because it's more frustrating than it is fun, but think of the Capper Demon from Dark Souls. It's a stupidly unfair boss fight, and half the time you win, it's kind of just you got lucky and managed to get the 2 dogs. If you ever played Dark Souls, maybe you know. I don't know. If you haven't played Dark Souls, I'll just explain that the Capper Demon is a boss fight that it takes place in the arena is extremely cramped, and there's 3 enemies. There are these 2 dogs that attack you and lunge at you immediately. They like sucker punch you as soon as you enter the boss arena. And oh, what? Check this out. And you know, if you don't
To my side, my noble
if you don't move to a certain part of the arena, and
Won't be easy.
and if you don't get lucky with how the enemies get, you know, group themselves, you're just gonna have a really bad time, and you're more than likely, you're almost like guaranteed to lose if the fight starts off on the wrong foot. It's unfair, it's poorly designed. It feels like they just kind of slapped that fight in there as a filler, like, or they just didn't have ideas or time to make something a bit more complex. Like, I mean, it's one of those fights where you genuinely wonder, like, okay, what were they thinking with this? And yet, it's kind of memorable in a way, right? Because, and now when you talk to other players, other people who've played Dark Souls, you almost have like this bond with them now because you've experienced the same thing. You've experienced the stupid Capper Demon fight. That kind of, and I think Dark Souls is kind of genius in the way that I mean, of course the game's genius, and I don't think. Oh. Well, I kind of want to fight that. Is he gonna come back up? Oh, he will. Come here. But
To my side, my noble.
the way Dark Souls handles multiplayer is awesome, man. I love seeing messages from other players. I love the bloodstain mechanic The bloodstain mechanic is genuinely one of the like. Not only is it useful because you can see if like, oh, there's if there's like a hidden trap nearby or an enemy is about to ambush you. Not only is it helpful to determine those things, it's also hilarious sometimes. It's like genuinely comedy gold at times. Look at you, Mr. Healer. All right.
I grow tired of you. Finishing strike.
I don't know what Dark Souls multiplayer has to do with anything else that I've said, but yeah.
You're next.
Dark Souls is awesome. Freaking epic.
Single blow.
Get him.
Finishing strike. Justice. Did that do it?
That's end of the turn. Okay. Nice. Oh, I should have. Oh, I'll take it. Succession magic. Oh, he can hit twice. Ooh, I wonder if we can learn that skill. That'd be kind of cool. Excuse my snifflage. My sniffling. Nice. I thought Lenneth had a thing that reflects magic on her. I guess we'll check that after this fight. Nice. We've got the treasure. Maybe we'll get that ability from the epic treasure. I don't know.
Get thee hence! Oblivion awaits thee!
Good XP though. Okay. Those are all good items, I suppose. Alright, let's see what's in these. Ouch. Okay, no. Vegetable seed. Shield critical. Okay, I mean, cool items, yeah. Is there anything down there? Do I die if I go down there? Let's see. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. Oh no! Uh-oh. No. No shot. You're kidding me. Oh no. Okay, let's just go. Let's just hold on. Cut the tape. All right, guys. It did use up a period. Oh boy. Let's know the layout a bit. Hopefully that'll speed things up.
Be vigilant, my friends.
Well, that is, yeah, we do have to be vigilant. I mean, we know what to expect, but it's still gonna take a bit to get to back to where we were. Oh man. My sincerest apologies, guys. I do think that's a bit of a excessive punishment for I mean, it's cool that they it's kind of cool that they said no. Like, if you mess this up, you're out of the dungeon. Dang. It is a bit harsh. And unfortunately, with that, we're at the end of the video. Just about. There's gonna be another guy up there, is there? He's gonna fall down? Let's see, will he? I thought I could catch him midair there. Alright.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
I'm afraid
Oh boy.
Mystic Rock!
Okay, thanks for watching the video. I'm kind of... I feel like kind of like the Joker. If you guys even know who that is, the Joker's kind of niche, so I'd understand if you didn't know who that was. I feel like the Joker gone crazy. I feel like
Oblivion
I feel like I'm a cracked out little puzzle you just can't possibly solve. Okay. Talk about some ups and downs, huh? Oh, alright. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.